Students, today I am going to teach for the grade 13 advanced level students who had selected home science or home academics in English language for the English medium students. So one student requested me to do the home science in English language. So I had translated the guide, the Tamil guide into the English language because I don't have any notes to explain. So I thought of translate and explain the lesson. Today I am going to teach about the second lesson of grade 13. So the second lesson is based on we are the performing the quality of the food hygiene using appropriate industrial practices. So we are going to perform the quality of the food hygiene using appropriate industrial practices. So the lesson, this 2.1 lesson includes identifying the factors which influence the food spoilage. How does the food get spoiled? So we are going to study about that factor. So the lesson outcome, the learning outcomes are what is food spoilage? What are the adverse effects of food spoilage? What are the factors influence the food spoilage? So the lesson they had given the teaching instruction or lesson planning instruction for the teachers who teach this. So they are saying to present some spoiled food samples and guide the student to identify food spoilage. So I think you would have known the food which have been spoiled in your day-to-day life. So we'll go on to the lesson. Food spoilage is defined as the biological, chemical and physical changes in food products that render from unfit for human consumption. So what is food spoilage? Which is defined as biological. There can be seen biological, chemical, physical changes in food products. Due to that changes, we cannot when the food converted to the way that the man couldn't consume, then that we call it as food spoilage. So what are the three reasons? Food spoilage is defined as the food spoilage is defined as the biological, chemical and physical changes in food products that render them unfit for human consumption. So when we eat, we cannot the changes which we cannot eat is we called as food spoilage due to the biological, chemical and physical reaction or changes. The next one is this is the first definition of food spoilage. So the second definition is given here. Because of the changes in taste, smell, color and texture of food, the food becomes unfit for human consumption. So the definition are given. So due to the biological, chemical and physical reaction, the food can be converted to the way that man couldn't consume. So that is the first definition. The second way is due to the changes in taste, smell, color as well as the texture of food which can be converted to the man to not to consume. Okay, so they had given that to discuss the adverse effects of food poisoning. So when the food becomes unfit for human consumption due to the changes in taste, smell, color and texture of food is we called as food spoilage. The second definition of food spoilage, as well as the first definition is when the food becomes unfit for human consumption because of the changes because of the chemical, physical and biological changes in the food is we called as food spoilage. So next one is the adverse effects of food poisoning. So what are the effects? What can we get the adverse effects when the food got poisoned? So susceptibility to food contamination. Susceptibility to food contamination. Okay, so this photo is clearer than that one. So I thought of change the photo. So discuss the adverse effects of food spoilage with students. So we should discuss the adverse effects of food spoilage with you all. So the susceptibility to food infection. Susceptibility means something that can be affected as soon as possible. So here they are saying something is now we are affected to the food quickly as soon as possible to the food infection. So diseases caused by microbes. The first one is diseases caused by microbes entering the body along with the food we eat is called food related infections. Salmonella species enter the body with food such as meat and eggs will occur. Vibrio cholerae species can cause vomiting. So this is the first reason. There are four adverse effects. So the first one is diseases caused by microbes entering the body along with the food we eat is called food related infection. What? Food related infection. The first adverse effect is food related infection. So the Salmonella species can enter our body, which will be in meat like meat and eggs, and then Salmonella sisu disease will be occurred in our body due to that species. And then Vibrio cholerae species can cause vomiting. Even it can affect to our even it can affect that to our death. Okay, so due to the change in the taste, second one, appearance, color, smell, etc., achieving inappropriate consumption, tartness. Okay, so the first one is food we consume, food that can be seen in the microbes. When we eat, it will enter our body, and then for example salmonella will be occurred in some types of foods such as meat, eggs, fish and all. So due to that our body will be affected by Salmonella sisu disease as well as Vibrio cholerae disease. So due to this it will come as vomiting as well as like loose motion, nausea, diarrhea, as well as it will affect to our death itself. It will cause death itself. Okay. Next, second adverse effect is due to the change in the taste, appearance, color, smell, etc. So when the food, there can be some changes like the smell, the texture, as well as taste, as well as the appearance, color, everything. Due to this one also, this is the adverse effect, second adverse effect. So due to the change in the taste, appearance, color, smell, due to food related infection. First one is due to food related infection, due to change in the taste, appearance, color and smell, etc. So next one is next one is due to chemical changes caused by microbes, the color of the food will change. Dietary digestion, consuming foods that contain toxic side effects caused by microbes, developing on food, diseases like disease and vomiting appear. Clostridium botulinum. So they say that the third effect is due to chemical changes caused by microbes, the color of the food will change. Okay. And then the fourth one is the food will get poisoned due to the microbes like Clostridium botulinum bacteria grow on food and add toxic substances to food. So this is the fourth adverse effect. So the next one is guide the student to look for images related to changes found or seen in dead food. So what are the changes that will be appear in the food when the food gets spoiled? So color change, smoothness or sticky. When we say in Tamil, we say that ottum tanmai or valuvaluppu tanmai or something we will say. So smoothness, sticky, color change, dissension, peripheral diversity as well as taste difference, as well as pH gain difference. Color change, smoothness or sticky, dissension mean order change, and then that is this one, what texture will be changed, and then texture, I mean appearance, as well as taste will be changed, the differentiate of the taste, and then the pH gain difference. Okay, so the main reason for the food get spoiled is there are three factors. So the factors that influence of the breakdown of the food is biological factors, physical factors, chemical factors, or biological changes, physical changes, or chemical changes. The next page is we are going to see about the physical changes. So, related to physical changes, there are two types of physical changes, and they are banquets and microbes. So, banquets and microbes are responsible for food breakdowns. So, banquets mean insects, rodents, birds. More than that, there are four things which can be called as banquets. First one is the So this is the first type. I mean related to banquets. Rice weevils, which will be in rice as well as grains and all. So here see you can see this. Mostly it will be in rice only. Even dal also it will be. Yeah, dal I think. Here see it will be like the lice. Like that it will be. When the food gets spoiled, so it will come. So I mean the food will be get spoiled due to this physical changes, I mean physical factor. So here you can see this insect, right? Okay, so next one is it here you can see moth, which will come to our house. So it will be like what, butterfly, but it is not. It is like it is an insect. Okay, so this is also second species which spoil the food. So next one is what is the next one? Ant, and then what's the next one? Ant, and then